wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, let's get it going, baby. Hello, welcome to your Thursday. It is the KVJ Show. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah. Saw the weather forecast. Looks like we got rain in the forecast today.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes. It's supposed to be a little yucky.
It is. Looks like we've got intermittent showers. Could be heavy at times today with the rain. And then the next couple of days, looks like we're bouncing around a little bit of showers here and there. About a 40% chance of rain every single day all the way through the weekend.
I like, though, that the rain brings the promise of a cold front.
Yeah, in fact, it's going to be crazy. You know, I got hit with that this week where all of a sudden I went outside in a T-shirt to work. And it wasn't until I sat in the car I said, it's freezing outside. And I had just a terrible day because I was cold everywhere, freezing. And then the next day...
You're cold, but you're too much of a man to accept my girly sweater, which I tried to give you.
I know.
So you're just cold and you're just a proud man.
I still have principles. And so then the next day, I wear a double shirt, long sleeve shirt, and a sweatshirt, and it's so hot. I was miserable all day in the other direction. And yeah, I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to put little notes in my phone to go off because I saw it's going to freak you out and trick you because Monday, we're still talking about temperatures around 86, and then on Tuesday, it all goes away, that front, and it is going to be temperatures, I think, in the high 60s.
Okay.
Ooh. High 60s for a high, and it'll be into the 40s for your low. So that's on Tuesday. But again, Kev, mark it down because that's going to be the day. On Tuesday, when you leave, you want to be dressed for a different climate.
I love it. That's good camping weather right there.
It is. So just so you know, we got to kind of go through that. Got this funk or whatever it is, this shield that's laying on top of us with some clouds and a little bit of rain. But Tuesday of next week, sunshine and cool.
I don't hate a thunderstorm kind of afternoon. It always makes me want to eat so badly.
Okay.
I feel like you're allowed
But
to.
you eat when it's sunny, too.
I know, but when the rain and thunderstorm, it's guilt-free. You're like, all right, Mother Nature's saying, bird, eat something fried.
Okay. All right. Well, however you work through it. That's what the forecast is going to be for the next couple of days and going into your weekend. I got nothing but text messages over here. People say, hey, I'm listening. Want those Gaylord Palms tickets? So funny. We've been trying this experiment that says that people never pick up their phone from a number they don't recognize. In fact, they say that like 68% of people don't. 32% do. So we want to see what our odds were. At best, we're getting 1 out of 5 people to pick up for these tickets. We're at 20%.
We called 10 people and 2 people have answered.
Yeah. So I'll let you know some point in the morning we're going to try the experiment again. I'm not going to tell you exactly when, but if you have texted the KVJ Show anytime in the last week, I could be grabbing your number, trying to call you up to see if you'll pick up our call.
I love that game. That's so fun. I get a rush when we're playing
It's
it.
just amazing because the irony of it yesterday was the person who we had called, she didn't answer because she doesn't answer those kind of calls. She said, but if you call me again, so we did, and she still didn't answer.
She's 0 for 2. Did you hear back from her?
No. I think
She probably chucked her phone out the window.
She's probably just said, yeah. But you know what she probably did all day? She did nothing but answer all kinds of spam calls.
It could be them.
She probably spent 3 hours on the phone with calls she didn't want and actually missed the one she did.
She might hate us.
But she did extend her car's warranty yesterday.
That's true. That is the good news. So we will do that again. It is a 4-pack of tickets to the Gaylord Palms. They're in Kissimmee. They're doing a whole thing with Elf that is going to kick off this weekend. So we might be sending you that today on the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away.
Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
All right, well, out of the two of you, which one's a bigger Swiftie?
Me. Probably
Okay.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll take that.
So I thought it was so funny when Taylor Swift put out new music with her old music, and this song, All Too Well, that everybody's talking about now is apparently about Jake Gyllenhaal. And I had heard that over the weekend, and there was some scarf that he kept of hers, and she was mad about it and wrote a song about it.
Oh, wow.
But then I didn't realize this until reading what an Australian TV sassy guy had to say. Do you know that she only dated Jake for 3 months?
Yeah, it wasn't long.
It was over a decade ago.
Yeah.
She's still talking about this scarf.
They're coming after Gyllenhaal. They're trying to cancel him. The Swifties want his head on a stick.
Over a scarf from 10 plus years ago. And this was a 3-month romance that went sour.
Is this the one song she did on Saturday Night Live? It was 10 minutes long,
I
Virginia.
think so.
She did a hate song, her version of a battle rap for 10 minutes against Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And the Swifties want him dead now.
Swifties, y'all gotta look in the mirror real quick and realize that Taylor got y'all doing her dirty work, and she's made you her minions for what? For a scarf?
Yeah, that's the biggest problem because the Swifties typically they just come with anger and animosity and hate.
They want John Mayer to die.
Yeah,
We're talking about the crazy Swifties who they don't question anything. They blindly defend.
Yeah, I like Taylor Swift's music, but yeah, I can't buy into the Swiftie mindset. It's too negative and toxic.
Just know this. We're talking about a scarf from 10 years ago, and they were only together for 3 months. Is this the hill we want to die on for Taylor?
Kev, I'm not even kidding you. This was a 10-minute song on Saturday Night. I couldn't believe it was the same song. I kept scanning. I thought she was doing a medley. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll get a little Shake It Off or something. No, it's about this scarf for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, Virginia, she went on.
I know. I just wanted to delve into this a little bit and just so everybody can understand why this is ridiculous. So now you all know they were together 3 months.
I think we need to talk about how ridiculous a 10-minute song is.
That's ridiculous too. Okay, moving on from that.
She got us. She got us.
She got us.
Hey, you know what? Let's shake it off.
I'm going to keep the ridiculous going. Did you see the pictures from Palm Springs? Kris Jenner had a party at her home for Pete Davidson. And file this under what? So it's Pete Davidson, it's Kim Kardashian, it's Kris Jenner, and then it's Flava Flav.
Right, yeah. What? What?
How did that happen?
It sounds like when you describe it like a bizarre dream I would have.
It sounds like a Mad Lib.
I had this weird dream that
Kim and Pete and Kris were all wearing Skims pajamas, which of course
it's nothing but an ad.
Makes a wonderful holiday gift, I'm sure. And the pajamas look very comfortable.
This just in, we're getting called out by the Swifties. We just don't get it.
I guess I don't. I mean, I'm just looking at the face value, Swifties. Explain it to me. Write me an email. I don't know.
Write me an email so I can delete it.
And finally here, man, Wendy Williams is still sick, y'all. She has been having everybody fill in for her, and they just announced that Leah Remini is coming back. Michelle Visage is coming back. She's still not going to be back in all of 2021 for her show. She's had to have somebody fill in for her the entire time. So, scary stuff for her ongoing health issues. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
A lot of Swifties are texting us, letting us know a little bit more depth to the Taylor Swift story about the scarf and her dating Jake Gyllenhaal, how it was 10 years ago. One of the texts said, if you watch the 10-minute mini movie that Taylor has done about her and Jake, you'll get why the fans hate him. He was pretty awful. Kind of the story of the older guy uses the young girl's story. She was 20, he was 29, and the scarf symbolizes her virginity. That's the significance. It's not that it is an article of clothing she cares so much about.
So are we looking for him to return the virginity?
I guess it was just an older guy, took advantage of a younger girl, played with her heart, took her virginity, and just left her broken.
The witch has sailed on. You've lost the witch with this one.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm
it's not
just
about
explaining.
it's not about a scarf.
No, the scarf is symbolism for her virginity. So just to let everybody know, let the Swifties get their time and to explain a little bit more depth.
Interesting.
The mind of
Look,
Taylor Swift.
I'm here to listen.
Okay.
I don't want to judge without
Okay.
getting all the facts.
Yeah.
If it's about the virginity, okay, that is different, but I don't think he's going to be able to return it.
No, you can't. That's one thing you can't take back.
That's a one and done, hon.
Yeah, that's a one-time purchase.
The Swifties are getting to her. Look at that. She's wavering.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I
All right.
believe in being a fair judge.
Wow, what are you talking about? You just went on a 10-minute rant about Taylor Swift without knowing any
I
of
thought
the
it was
facts.
a damn scarf.
You didn't know any of the facts, and you still went on.
I can't watch that video. I don't have 10 minutes.
Okay. Well,
long.
there you go. Anybody who wanted to know, those are the details from the Swifties.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Well, I had some other stuff on my mind, but now I think it's the death threat of the Swifties.
Yeah.
No, what I wanted to say was if you have not realized Weird and Whatever is back, the podcast, if you're into that podcast, it is up on our KVJ YouTube page. We had our first one last night with Vicky,
Okay.
Ryan Beckett, and Sweet Dennys. We had great fun. So if you guys want some extra KVJ type content, it is out there for you to consume.
Yeah, you were saying that before you did the whole podcast that Vicky did a walk through your house and there might be some things going on there.
She believes this is the most active house I've ever been in.
Wow.
Is there a reason for that? Is it because of what you brought with you, or did you move into a house that already had activity?
I think it's both.
Okay.
We got a little hybrid situation going on. There's so much stuff going on, she said, from different angles.
So you opened up a ghost nightclub, but you did bring some of your own ghosts.
Pretty much, according to my experts, yes. I've got it's getting hot up in there. It's turned with ghost activity.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
And my dad's not lying. I mean, I guess you would never know if he's lying or not because you don't know my dad. You would never
He
know.
sounds very credible on the radio.
He is. He's not lying. He feels like there's a couple things. I told you the other day he saw like a Slender Man type thing going on there.
Yeah.
He thinks there's something else going on too.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is what he's talking about with Jaybird's house. Because, yeah, the other day, that Slender Man that he saw the shadows.
Yes.
Which
and this,
typically, if people don't know, what I've heard is it can be a bad spirit.
we don't know if it's a Slender Man though. You can be a shadow person that's
Okay.
likely and not that, but this would be what we're talking about. How there's different type of entities there.
Okay. There's kind of a new thought from your dad.
Yeah, last week and a half or so, I just felt like I was feeling my grandma Sadie. I was thinking about her a lot, but it's almost like I was doing the wash and stuff, and I just kind of felt a presence of her around. And I mean, I've thought of her. I think about her from time to time, but this was a little different. It just seemed like there was more of a continuous type of. As I was walking around the house with nobody here, or you'd be at work, and it just felt like I felt her presence around here for whatever reason. And I never felt that kind of presence. And it seems like in this house, I felt like she was around for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It just lends to everything that's been going on at the crib. I told you about a snack pack member that went to the bathroom, and while he's in the bathroom, something grabbed his shoulder. And that's where a lot of the activity was last night. Vicky was picking up on.
In the bathroom?
Just in that hall. You know that bathroom right when you're the guest bathroom?
Your ghost has to go to the bathroom a lot?
I think they mess with people in that hallway, which would be the bathroom area. So if
You got some diarrhea ghosts?
If you got to go poop and you feel somebody tap your shoulder, that might be my ghost.
Maybe, hey, dude, now's not the time.
Pooping ghost.
Yeah.
That's the worst time to get grabbed by a ghost.
I agree.
You see, at one point, Vicky said she got the feeling of somebody stabbing her in the eye.
She said she felt like somebody was stabbing her in the eye. That was a feeling she got, but she thinks there's a residual type of energy there, meaning there may not have had someone die there and it may not be a ghost, but sometimes activities can go on in a place and they leave. For example, if there's domestic violence, if there's a violent accident that goes on there, there's residual yuck that kind
Yeah.
of stays there. And that could be that. We haven't done an investigation. We haven't done all this stuff yet. These are just kind of preliminary type things and discussions we were having. But she definitely feels something.
Okay.
She says it's very active.
It's a great way to bring back the Weird and Whatever podcast.
Well, that's why I kind of held off on a lot of this information. We had all these accounts and all these stories.
Yeah.
But I knew we were bringing Weird and Whatever back.
Okay.
Good time to talk about
You're
it.
kind of like Kim Kardashian. When you have a product, you also have a reason to plug, a whole backstory. Flava Flav's in her picture. Vicky's in yours.
Some have Flava Flav, some have Vicky. I love it.
Very
Yeah,
good stuff.
boy.
If you'd like to check out the Weird and Whatever podcast, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can see it posted right there. Also, it's on our podcast page. So if you have the WRMF app or wherever you get your podcasts, check out the Weird and Whatever.
Boy, the Swifties and the non-ghost believers are really giving it to me today.
They're after you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Look out. Look out.
See, so the text messages.
Let's talk some political stuff and really get it kicked up.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
This one is for my ladies out there. So if you are pregnant or you're thinking about becoming pregnant or you know somebody who's thinking about becoming pregnant, I saw the coolest thing ever. So when you are pregnant and you're going to deliver your baby, you have lots of choices. You can pick your hospital. Most women pick the hospital closest to where they live to deliver their baby because it's just easier to get there when your water breaks. It's convenient. But I just want to throw this out there. I saw a whole program that they're doing now at Good Samaritan Hospital, which they had never done this before because I looked at all the hospitals when I was going to have Rocco, and they have created such a smart thing in their maternity ward. Good Sam now has Lily Pulitzer designed VIP birthing suites.
Oh, wow.
They are so cute, so tricked out, and it's a whole package where, you know, there's the beautiful room with the Lily Pulitzer decor, the bedspreads, the decor. You get like a birthing robe from Lily. You get baby clothes from Lily. Like, it's a whole thing. If you love Lily Pulitzer and you're going to have a baby, might I suggest you go look at Good Sam Hospital. Super impressive, the VIP birthing situation they put together over there.
That was the very first event I ever did with y'all. Was a Lily Pulitzer, and I remember the Mexican Queen was dressing me in clothes that were 2 sizes too small for it. It was.
It's a good look.
My boobs were busting out, and I had to walk a runway. It was awful.
Lily's not you.
No. Oh my God.
But there are so many girls out there that love Lily. So I just thought I would throw that out there. It's all about your environment you give birth in, Kev.
Okay.
The music, the scene, the artwork on the walls. It sets a vibe for your birthing experience.
Yeah.
And if you love Lily, you got to check out Good Sam.
If you're having contractions, as they say, do you ever get hungry? Would there ever be a time where you're like, oh my gosh, the baby's coming? I could go for a meatball sub.
I don't think food is usually on your mind. I mean,
Okay.
maybe you would if you were having a baby. But
Oh, yeah. He'd eat through the whole thing.
You're an anomaly.
Doctor, I need some pierogies. Stat.
Meatballs help me push.
Yes. What I got on my mind today, I guess I was this many years old before I figured out the right time to put on your deodorant. They say that you should actually put on antiperspirant at night, not in the morning.
I shower in the morning, though.
Well, then, yeah, I guess that's where you'd have to change it up and maybe think.
Well, shower, don't wash your armpits.
Yeah. They say that you sweat less while you're asleep, which gives the active ingredients more time to absorb into your skin. So apparently your antiperspirant deodorant will be more effective if you sleep with it on and then use it the next day. They say most types are meant to last 24 to 48 hours, so it'll still work and very well the next day.
Do you both shower before the show every single morning? Or
Yes.
there's some mornings you skip?
I have to. It's how I start my day. If I tried to come in here with no shower, I would just feel like discombobulated.
And your hair probably wouldn't be popping like it is, you know. Your hair's
I only
popping.
wash my hair every other day or every third day. So actually, it's not popping today, but it'll be popping tomorrow.
I can tell you are great at taking compliments.
Yeah. She's going to fight you on it.
Yeah, you're in a fight about me giving you a compliment.
Thank you.
I surrender.
Yeah, no, I'm a shower the night before kind of guy. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It depends. If I don't take one in the morning, I took one the night before.
Okay.
But I'm with more on the School of Virginia. I like it in the morning. It just kind of gets me going a little bit. It wakes me up.
It helps me start.
Yeah.
Like I do thinking in the shower. I plan stuff in the shower. It's like, it's mindless because you're like,
your meditation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you think about this concept here? An unplugged Thanksgiving.
Whose idea is this? Mom and dad or grandma?
This sounds like it's Ancient Abe's idea.
This sounds like somebody who's not regularly posting on social.
So the email that we got says, our family's spread out all over the place, and Thanksgiving is the one real time a year when we all get together. I've got a 10-year-old son who does nothing but stare at his phone all day. My nieces and nephews are the same. So I'm thinking about telling the family that we are doing an unplugged Thanksgiving, and there will be no phones, tablets, or even TV. This is our only chance to talk, laugh, and to really get to know more about each other. I don't want to waste it. My husband said I'm nuts, but am I?
I think you can make that rule at the table. I think you can totally do that at the Thanksgiving table when everybody sits down for the meal. I would really try to not do it the whole day. That just seems kind of impossible.
I love the idea of an unplugged Thanksgiving. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic, but I would never ask that of my family or of my friends because they're not going to be set like me. But I think it's a great idea. If everyone's involved with that, you will connect more.
Instead of, just having everybody sit down and say the prayer and start eating, you could incorporate some fun games where you have to go around the table and say, like, the best thing that happened to you in 2021 and the worst thing and, like, what you're really thankful for. Like, you can make it interactive.
It's pretty crazy. Anytime I play poker with Dennys and some of my other friends from the snack pack, it's really hard to have your phone and do anything electronic because you're so involved in the game. And there's been a couple nights where I didn't look at my phone or anything for 5 or 6 hours, and it's very nice. It's a fun experience being engaged in the present moment.
Yeah, I think you're right about the dinner table. If you are trying to maintain conversation for an entire day, it's gonna be tough. But if you just have that hour or 90 minutes, however long you sit down with the family to eat, that's valuable time. And it's focused, it's concentrated, you'll get a lot out of it. If conversation continues after that, so be it. That's awesome. But if you make everybody put their phones away for the entire day, and especially she mentioned in there TV, what, no football?
No football after you eat?
Wait, what? You're going to get a violent revolt.
Now you've gone too far, woman.
You don't want to be the person that says, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're trying to make everyone like you, and not everyone's like you. So try to find that balance.
Yeah. I've Suits put up a poll in the KVJ TV chat room. Should all electronics be banned from the Thanksgiving dinner table?
I
Yes or
mean,
no?
one of my favorite things to Instagram is the Thanksgiving dinner table.
You'd have to just get a family photographer to get all the photos that you can post later.
Polaroid.
That's it.
Who am I going to get on Thanksgiving to come over and be the photographer? Oh, that sounds expensive.
Now, another challenge that often happens with Thanksgiving meals, more and more so every single year, is special dietary restrictions that people have. And you start looking down through it, and everybody's on their own little diet that they've got to do.
I need a vegan turkey.
Some people are vegan.
Tofurkey, I think it's called.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, other people are annoying like me, and they do keto, so they don't like the carbs. So they're going to tiptoe and tap dance around everything that's got carbs in it.
You would be tough to cook for Thanksgiving. Keto Kev.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that going in. I know it's a challenge. I would be able to go with the turkey, and I would stick with that. And if you had any kind of vegetables, I would go there. But yeah, it is tough. And then you have people that have the celiac disease. Is that the people that need gluten-free?
Gluten-free.
Yeah, so you got to deal with that. You have maybe possible other food allergies. You got to make sure there's no nuts in what you cook.
Don't do no nut turkey.
Oh,
yeah.
The best thing about the sweet potato casserole is the roasted nuts on top.
I do love the nuts.
I know you do.
And then there's people that are like, look, if it's not organic, I'm not going to be eating it. So
Organic people annoy that. No, let me rephrase this.
Okay.
Are you setting me up to get me upset? Right? You are. I said, Kevin, this whole rant about how people who have to brag about how everything they eat is organic. I eat only organic. When you're so outspoken about being organic, I've noticed something about you.
So are we adding this to the telltale sign you are a D-bag along with cryptocurrency
Yes.
and backing into handicap spots?
Yes, everyone who has to make it a public declaration. They are liars. They also gossip and talk about people behind their back. I've noticed.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've noticed that these people that love all that food, that have to brag about it. They are constantly gossiping. Kind of like what I'm doing about them right now.
Okay, I am the problem.
There's a type, is what you're saying, that they
Yes.
seem to all fit into this category. If you are a major proponent of organic food and you have to beat your chest about it, you're going to have these other tendencies.
It's the vocal ones, not the people who eat organic food. It's the ones that have to tell you and brag. Oh, I eat organic eggs. Oh, yeah, farm to table organic. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
now
Well,
there are many different categories of annoying people, and there is the D-bag, and we kind of went over that, and we added the person who talks down to you about cryptocurrency as one of the new trademarks and tendencies we're seeing of the D-bag. But I think there's also another category where you have that, I don't know, the person who's overly woke.
Yes.
They are doing everything right, and you're doing everything wrong. You've not caught up with the world.
the person who just lost all the weight, they're healthy now, and they're going
Yeah.
to tell you how to live your life.
And I don't know if they're necessarily in the D-bag category, because I think they're different tones and characteristics. And the way that I'm hearing this, it sounds like the organic food person might fit more into, we can write all the characteristics of who their favorite comedian is, who's the one that, what's his name, doesn't like, that you were talking to me about her yesterday, that it's not really comedy.
I
it's
forget
just,
her name. It's the one Dave Chappelle said.
Yeah. So you've got that. They probably listen to a lot of Taylor Swift. They love organic food. They have cats.
You're building a profile.
Yeah, it's kind of a profile that we're putting together. So,
kind of like the person that parks in the handicap spot.
yeah, but that's D-bag.
Yes.
These are two different people we're talking about. But they both could be equally miserable if you had them at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Now, don't get it twisted. I don't need no organic food people emailing me. I'm not talking about y'all.
Oh, it's probably too late.
I'm talking about...
The Swifties just now put down their phone from angry texting us earlier, and now they're like, oh my gosh, and I eat organic food.
Swifties love organic food.
Yeah.
If I end up dead today, we need to question some of the Swifties in our audience.
You're
You'll
really...
be strangled with a scarf.
Yeah, you will. Bert will be dead in the parking lot, strangled by a
We'll
scarf.
be like, damn, I know who did this. And I don't know if we can avenge your death.
No,
I don't know if I'm strong enough.
We were just talking about it behind the scenes. Dennys and Suits. We said, well, you can't beat the Swifties. They
No, you
will win.
can't.
They're organized. They really could storm the Capitol and take it over.
Right, they look at the other people and said, losers. What a failure. We would have accomplished the task. Okay, we got somebody with the great idea of doing an unplugged Thanksgiving. That is banning all electronics from the dinner table. Is that a good idea, yes or no? Well, right now on the KVJ TV chat room, 65% of people say yes. That is a good idea. Electronics should be banned from the Thanksgiving dinner table. 35% are saying no.
Trust me, if you don't, that's how you get gravy in your phone. Believe me.
Okay.
Not everybody drops their phone in the gravy like you.
You're right.
Also, the other question here is doing special things for people's different dietary restrictions. Thanksgiving might be more complicated to cook than it's ever been before. Somebody had the idea, said, you know what, the dietary people need to bring their own food. Do you agree with that?
No. I think you can make a little bit of something for everybody. If you're hosting, that's what a nice host does.
If I was having a party and I knew a Ralston loved Brussels sprout soup,
He does. He loves Brussels sprout soup.
I'm going to make Brussels sprout soup for you. By the way, not very easy to say. It turns me to Jodie
Brussels
Foster.
sprout soup.
If I knew my boy liked that, I'm the hashtag be cool mentality.
Of course.
I'm trying to make Brussels sprout soup.
If you take on the responsibility of feeding the people, then you should also take on the responsibility of caring about giving the people what they like.
Now, if you try and you give options and you're being cool and then someone's still bitching, y'all can get at my house.
Yeah, I mean, if you have vegetarian options, awesome. If you have different non-meat options, awesome. I mean, that just means you're a cool host. You can be all pissy about it and say, you have to bring your own food, but no one's going to be happy at your Thanksgiving. Just know that.
One text says, I'm vegan, so I bring my own food. I realize it's a lot to ask my parents to accommodate my diet.
You are one of the rare cool vegans that I've met. Kind of like when you meet a cool bouncer. You're like, how you guys exist?
Vegan is tough. That's even tougher than vegetarian, right?
Oh, you can't. There's zero animal product when you're vegan. And that, to me, that is the cool thing to do on the other end. If you are vegan, you're not complaining, you're bringing your own stuff.
If both people are cool, the hostess has something there that's vegan, and then the vegan eater brings their own little thing just in case as well. And then that's just everybody who cares about making it a lovely day.
That's a party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And somebody else texted in and said, organic is better, and it's better for you.
Suck it, Jay-Bird.
I'm not talking. Well, actually, I'm talking about that person because I'm being vocal about organic.
And by the way, Taylor Swift is greater than John Mayer. Just to let you know.
Well, only half of my heart cares.
Okay. All right. So there you go. That's the thoughts on Thanksgiving. We've got some birthdays today. Happy birthday to Nathan Kress. You know who that is, Virginia?
Nathan Kress.
Nathan Kress. He's 29 years old today. Why does that ring a bell? At first, he wasn't considered to be that hot, but now he is a sex symbol. If you grew up watching the TV show iCarly, you probably didn't think much of Freddie, but now Freddie is apparently a heartthrob, and the ladies who grew up watching iCarly when they were kids are like, hey, he's a hot dude.
Freddie and Gibby. Let's get you some.
He's 29 today.
I love it.
There was a Gibby on that show?
Yes, Gibby would take his shirt off all the time. And I love Gibby. Love Freddie, too.
Also, Owen Wilson is turning 53 years old today. And how old do you think Mickey Mouse is, who's having a birthday today? If you had to guess.
I think Mickey, he is 82.
Okay. What do you think, Virginia? How old is Mickey Mouse today?
I think Mickey's 83.
Oh, I hate what you
Price is Right rules, right?
I hate those rules.
Virginia's going to win it.
How old is that?
In your face.
Yeah, 93.
Okay.
93 years old today.
Wow, look at
Birthday to
that.
Mickey Mouse does so much for the Florida economy. Also got a birthday shout out to Brandy from Texas. All right, happy birthday.
Woohoo.
Love Tejas. Also, Heather sent in one for my amazing and beautiful daughter, Kelly. Happy 29th birthday. There you go. Same age, same birthday as Nathan Kress. Maybe we do a hookup there. Freddie. Also, we got a happy 5th birthday to Liam from Mommy, Daddy, Sophia, and Charlie. Also, Cameron turning 11. That is from Kelly. So happy birthday to all of you. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ Show? Let us know about it. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. I'm talking about the ending of Britney Spears' conservatorship and what it means for her. Is she going to start making new music, touring again, making more cash? And who would be worth more money, her or Mariah Carey? Mariah Carey, this is her season. I mean, every year she's the queen of Christmas now.
You're right.
So what do you think? Who has got more cash? Do you think it's Britney or Mariah, Virginia? What's your guess?
Who's got more cash or who made more cash in 2021?
Well, and that's my question. I mean,
yeah.
you maybe look at this. I mean, where's Britney's money coming from? Where is she making that money in 2021? She didn't have the residency, right? She wasn't touring. She wasn't making music.
Well, while her dad's been in charge, she said she wouldn't work anymore.
Right.
So
I would have a feeling Mariah Carey's made more money in 2021. In fact, somebody said, yeah, Mariah just launched a big McDonald's collaboration. Yeah.
Yep. We talked about that.
Mariah has more money, and she also made more money in 2021. I think she's beats her on both.
You're
questions.
probably right.
Yeah.
But Britney can turn around right now and do a new album and smoke them all.
If she go with the Burger King people, kind of like how Mariah's going with the McDonald's
That's a
people.
good idea, yeah. It's a good idea.
Get a Whopper thing going on.
Yeah. I think there's really no question. When you start looking at their net worth, Mariah Carey's net worth, $320 million.
Wow.
And she's been in the game longer.
Yep. And I think she has a lot more number ones.
She does.
People, I don't think, give credit to Mariah Carey, but she had a whole album of just number one songs. Britney Spears, I don't know how many number ones she has. I don't know if she has a number one, to be honest with you.
Mariah Carey, for a good 8 years, was the top.
You're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it makes sense. She has a good bit more money. Britney Spears' net worth, $60 million.
But I feel like there's a lot of hands in Britney Spears' money.
Amen.
Yeah, sure.
Who knows how much money she would have if it was properly managed and she wasn't paying for so many people's lifestyle.
But I just think Mariah Carey's put out more content than Britney Spears.
Okay. You could be
Yeah.
right.
Just with everything. She's
More-
just put out stuff.
More best-selling content.
Yeah.
Well, to look at an overview really quickly of Britney Spears, she's has 6 number one albums on the Billboard 200 and 4 number one singles on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Okay.
Baby One More Time, Womanizer, 3, and Hold It Against Me.
Toxic, was it number one?
That's not one of her number ones. I know. That would have been my best guess too.
We rebuke this. That can't be right.
I do not rebuke anything. I'm not fighting about this.
Yeah. But yeah, when you're talking about money, the one person you cannot forget, Madonna, blows them all away.
Really?
Madonna, whether you like Madonna or not, she's in legendary status, man. She's at that next level.
Well, I would even debate that with Mariah Carey, but look at this. They have Mariah Carey's net worth at $320 million. Madonna at $850 million.
Holy moly.
well, she's been
more
doing it
than
since the
double.
70s.
Yeah, so a good bit more for Madonna over Mariah Carey. And, of course, crushing Britney Spears. And this story, I think, is rather interesting. You know, Miami was kind of home to Madonna, late 90s, early 2000s. She even had, that club, Liquid. Remember that on Clematis Street in West Palm Beach? And there was some shady endings to that story.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Remember that? Yeah. So Madonna was, linked to South Florida, and she would apparently pop up in Palm Beach and things like that every now and then. So she has a former mansion in Miami that just went on the market. And there's a very interesting story about this because of who is putting that mansion up for sale. The mansion is being put up for sale by Gunther VI. Now, Gunther VI wound up inheriting this from Gunther III, who went to Gunther IV, to Gunther V. Who the heck are these Gunthers? These are German Shepherds. A German Shepherd has just put Madonna's former Miami Beach mansion up for sale. And boy, Gunther is really going for it. Gunther wants $31.75 million for this Tuscan-style villa with views of Biscayne Bay.
So wait, it's a doghouse?
It's the mansion, but it really is maybe the world's most elaborate doghouse.
So it's just for dogs, this house.
It is a dog that owns it.
So wait, the owner probably bought it.
Okay.
And then the owner said, when I die, I'm leaving this house to my dog, Gunther.
Yes.
And then all of Gunther's puppies, therefore,
Right.
going forward, will be covered in
Yep.
this trust.
Yep.
And so the dog gets to live out their days, and all of their babies get to live out their days in this mansion.
So the dog didn't have to go to a closing. I think that's a fair question.
Instead of signing, he puts a paw print.
This story's so ridiculous. I don't think that's a ridiculous question to ask.
Yes, here is the follow the money trail.
The person who takes care of Gunther is the one who's really got the sweet gig.
It's pretty interesting. It all started with Carlotta Liebenstein, who died in 1992 and gave all of her money to Gunther the Third. It's a multi-million-dollar trust they say is worth almost $500 million today.
A dog is carrying a $500 million trust.
So it went to Gunther the Third. Gunther the Third passed, the Fourth, the Fifth. Now we're on Gunther the Sixth. It is an 8-bedroom waterfront home that sits there right on Biscayne Bay. And listen to the life that this dog is leading. They want to make sure that it maintains a jet-setting profile. So they're always taking the dog from Milan to the Bahamas. He dines out in restaurants every evening. So the dog is there in restaurants. A chef then will cook all the other meals. His breakfast each morning is made of the finest meat, fresh vegetables, and rice. Gunther, the sixth, travels only by private jet.
Damn, Gunther.
And every day, all he does is work on obedience skills daily. He's got a trainer. He sleeps in a lavish, round, red velvet bed overlooking Biscayne Bay.
Okay, so if you got to really interview and talk to that dog, is that dog happy with that life, or would it rather just be a dog doing dog things? I would love to know really how that dog feels.
It's probably like, this is cool, but it doesn't know that life would be anything different. It's just like, man, being a dog is the best thing ever.
I mean, he probably thinks this is just how all dogs live.
Right, sure.
Because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, imagine he gets to eat whatever he wants. He doesn't have to have dog food. He has the finest of people food in restaurants every night. Of course this dog is happy.
I feel like people are nervous around this dog. I have to cook this dog a steak. I hope he likes it.
Who gets to be the handler? And then what happens when that handler dies? Who is the successor?
And if the dog throws up a meal, do they go back to the chef and say, "The dog was not happy. It was terrible food"?
You're fired.
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty amazing stuff.
and I'm kind of confused by this story.
I mean, what a gig if you get to be Gunther's handler, because then you get to live in the house, you get to jet set, you get to go to the restaurant. Somebody's got to be with him 24/7. So just by proximity, you get all of the fringe benefits.
if you're the waiter, are you nervous because this dog's got so much credibility and esteem? Do
Do you serve him his water in a wine glass instead of a dog bowl? Like, how does that shake down?
Yeah.
I mean, has that dog ever ate his sausages?
It's pretty fascinating. But that's the kind of stuff that goes on in Miami Beach. You have German shepherds living in $32 million waterfront mansions.
What the hell?
The stuff you don't know, huh? Crazy. I guess, Virginia, you got yourself a speeding ticket yesterday, but it's not your fault.
Totally, Kevin.
Okay, what happened?
So, back over the summer, I bought a BMW from off lease only. And I bought a car with really, really low miles. I've never bought a car with this low of miles before. And so everything's still under the factory warranty, which this is new to me too and exciting, because when stuff breaks, they fix it for free. It's under the factory warranty. So I brought it to BMW, and they're keeping my car while they fix it. They gave me a loaner car, and this thing is a 2021 brand new, super low to the ground, which that's not my car. My regular car, I'm up higher. This feels like a sports car, and it's a BMW, and it's fast. And when you look at the speedometer, on my car, I have a digital display. Like if I'm going 45, it says 45. On this car, it's like got the round thing with the dial hand.
Old school.
And yeah, old school. I can't see how fast I'm going because all it's got is 40, and then the next number is 60. So I have to kind of try to guess how fast I'm going. And, me and numbers, we just don't do well.
They got those tick thingies on there. The big tick stick thingy, it means that's the next 5.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
Uh-oh.
All right.
If I look at that for too long, I'll hit something.
It's never good. If I'm explaining car things to Virginia, that is not good.
I want the number. I want the digital display, but it doesn't have that for some reason. And so I was flying home, apparently, enjoying my little sports car.
Thinking you're on your
Thinking I'm in
broom.
NASCAR. And I'm on that street going to my house, that big long one. It's called Island Way.
Okay.
In Jupiter. And an unmarked police car that I did not see pulled me over and said I was flying. I'm like, look, it's not my fault. This car is a loaner. I didn't understand how fast I was going. There's no digital display.
I wish I could hear the audio. They always recording the audio.
Oh, yeah.
I would love
Virginia
to hear.
trying to talk her way out of this ticket.
Oh, I'm on body cam. Like, I am so sorry.
Were you trying to kick the boobies out there a little bit more or anything like that?
No, I didn't do all that. I'm too old for that.
The dance is over.
They don't look that
Dance is
good.
over.
When they're
That ship has
wrinkled,
sailed.
nobody wants to see the wrinkled boobs.
Okay.
Hey, big boy.
Yeah.
No.
The ship has sailed.
We only can fall on the sword and just say how sorry we are.
Now, did he have a flat top?
He did not have a flat
So
top.
he must have been cool.
He was cool. I worried about that when he was first walking up. I'm like, oh God, please don't have a flat top. And please don't know that I'm in a show that sings a song called Flat Top Cop.
Oh, yeah.
Please, Lord. And I don't think he knew any of that.
Yeah.
No flat top, no knowledge, no nothing. So he ended up giving me a ticket, but I was going 58. He wrote on the ticket that I was only going 49. So that was nice.
Oh, wow.
Wait, so how fast were you going?
I was going 58
In a what?
in a 40.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I know. And I didn't even realize it.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
was pulling me over, I was like, wait, I'm speeding? I was kind of surprised.
I mean, you're speeding almost 20 miles an hour over.
well, there
the
was another BMW right on my ass. There was a white
Yeah.
BMW right on my ass. And so I was just going with the flow.
People fly around here. Yeah, there's just too many fast cars on too many small roads.
Is it one
I
of those?
blame this car, though, because with no digital display, I didn't know what I was doing.
Not your fault.
Not my fault.
Is this one of those side sleepy streets in DeQuesta?
No, it's that big, long road, Island Way that you turn off of Indiantown Road. You know that road that you're on for like forever?
It's the one where you think, oh, okay, I'm at Virginia's. Oh no, it's another 10 minutes. Oh, I finally got here. No, I'm still I'm still driving.
I'm still on
Yeah.
Island Way.
You think it's over 3 different times, and
Yeah.
then you're still not at our house.
Yeah. Takes a while to get to Virginia's.
It does.
You're not alone, though. They say that 45% of Americans say they like to drive fast. And this was a global survey they did. So we are 6th in the world for people that like to drive fast, or at least admit it. Poland is number 1, then Germany, but they got that Autobahn.
Yeah, they can go fast as they want, right?
On the Autobahn, yeah.
Wow.
Are you a speed demon? Do you like to go fast?
I go pretty good. Yeah. I would say that if they say drive fast, yes. I am, you know, you have different categories. You have the person that is zoom, 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 zipping in and out of traffic. I'm not that guy.
Right.
I would say I'm in the 90th percentile.
I go with the flow. That's what I do. I just watch what everybody around me is doing. I just kind of do that.
Well, it does mess. I noticed even yesterday there was a person going 60. They had to have been going 65 miles an hour, and they were bringing down all of the traffic. Now they were doing the speed limit, but everyone else was going at least 10 miles an hour. They were slowing it down, but they were doing the right speed limit. So who's at fault there? Everyone.
I typically go about 9 over. That's about it. I've heard that 9 you're fine, 10 you're mine. So I ride around there.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. Yeah, so they say that we are one of the fastest driving nations in the world. So Virginia's definitely helping that out.
I've seen her drive, Kev. It's
I'm not a good driver,
No.
but I usually know how fast I'm going. This one wasn't my fault.
Okay, not my fault.
There's no digital display.
When it's not your fault, does that mean you still have to pay the ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
He told me that.
I
Yeah.
think you should go to court and argue that. I'd love to hear you argue this.
This is not my fault.
Guys, I drive a BMW, first of all.
Your
okay?
Honor.
And it had an old school speedometer. It's so unfair.
I always just drive cars that can't hit the speed limit. That's how I don't get tickets.
It makes you respect what Sweet Dennys has been doing for the last 3 years with that station wagon. His speedometer hadn't worked.
Yeah.
It didn't move. He had to guess the speed limit.
Now that's tough.
Yep.
And it's tough.
No tickets for Dennys, though.
He's sensible.
Today's KVJ draft is for the best TV theme songs of all time. You get to pick out 3 here. We'll see who can draft out the best team of TV themes. That's what we're going for here. We all draw a playing card to find out in what order we're going to go in the draft, and I will go on ahead and take last place. I got a 2.
That's not a bad spot, though.
Yeah, you're right. May not be.
Why are you taking Jay Bird's card?
I know, right? Yeah, it's... You can tell it's been handled by the bird a lot.
Is it wrinkled?
It's got his mark on it.
I do know how to crush a paper like I.
Crushing it.
Virginia, what'd you draw out?
I got a 9.
Okay, all right. What about you, Bird?
A jerk.
Okay, all right. Dennys, what you got?
I got a 10.
Okay, and how about you, Suits?
He got a 7.
Okay, All right. So we start off, Bird, you got the top card. That means the overall number 1 pick in today's KVJ draft.
Thank you for being a friend.
Damn it.
Golden Girls?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Golden Girls is my cut.
We're going with the Golden Girls theme. All right. What about you, Dennys?
I shall go with. I'm going to go with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's so solid, man.
Nice choice. Okay, Virginia, what you got?
I'm taking Cheers.
Oh, I love that song.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Suits, it's over to you now. What do you think? What is your pick for the best TV theme song of all time?
I'm taking Friends.
Okay, he's going to go with Friends. All right. So.
Suits was -5 when that was out.
Okay, so let me see. I am going to go with the Jeffersons.
Oh,
A good one.
And moving on up,
Moving on up
to the east side.
To that deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up.
Okay. And I am also going to go with the Miami Vice theme.
Oh, man, it's
So
good.
South Florida.
It's good, Kev.
Okay, Suits, what you going to go with?
It's simple, but I love it. The Office theme.
Okay.
All right, that is a good one. I've seen brides walk down the aisle to the Office theme.
It's fun.
The Scrantones.
All right, Virginia, what are you going to pick to go with the Cheers theme?
I think I'm going to take Facts of Life.
It's a jam.
love
But is
it.
it enough to win the tournament? We love it, but we old.
Will old people vote?
Yeah.
Well, it's going on Facebook, so yes. Dennys, what are you going to pick with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I think I'm going to go Different Strokes.
Oh, man,
Now the
oh,
world
man.
don't move
To the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two. They got nothing but the dreams, but they got different strokes to take. Different strokes to take. Different strokes rule the world. Yes, it does. It takes different strokes rule the world.
Fun one. Okay, Denny's got a strong team going.
That's
love
good.
that
Strong
song.
team.
That's arguably one of the best. ever.
Everybody's got a special kind of story.
Bird, what are you going to pick with the Golden Girls?
I'm gonna go with "Show Me a Smile."
Oh, show me that smile.
The waste of another minute of you crying. Growing pains.
Growing Pains. Okay, the Growing Pains theme there. A little taste of that. You also got one more pick right now.
I will go with the Brady Bunch.
Damn.
Oh, I almost had that one.
Coming in
solid.
real old.
But people know it.
You're right.
Okay, we're back to Denny's with your final pick in the KVJ draft today.
I think I'm going to go the Full House theme.
Oh, it's whatever happened to predictability.
The milkman and the paperboy. Evening TV.
Virginia, you get one more pick. What you going to go with?
Oh, I am struggling. Oh, it's between two. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. I got to go with my heart. I used to sit by the TV with a tape, like a tape recorder, plus and pray and record to get it because I needed it. Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh,
Give us a taste. Give us a taste.
Just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Okay.
Oh, Bo Duke hurt me.
I don't want to speak for Denny's, but I got goosebumps.
oh, over here too.
Suits, you get one more pick. What you going to go with?
Same thing as Virginia. I'm torn between two, but I'm going to go with just a favorite. I'm going to go with Family Guy.
Oh, it's a
that's
good
such
one.
a good one. I forgot about that one.
Yes, we forget about the cartoons.
That's such a great one.
Yeah, dang. Okay. All righty. Let me see here. All right, final one. You're right. I look at so many of these, and they're
so hard.
they're so old. The newer ones, a lot of times, are instrumental, which
I know.
doesn't necessarily grab me. And I already got one instrumental. I'm not going to go down that path again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with one I loved as a kid. Suits went cartoon. I'm going to go Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that's a great one.
Scooby-Doo,
Where are you?
We got some work to do now. All right. Okay, so here's what we got. Some great TV themes. Everybody's team is very, very strong. Bird has got the Golden Girls, Growing Pains, and the Brady Bunch.
So old.
Dennys has got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Different Strokes, and Full House.
Still kind of old, too. Not much younger.
Virginia has got Cheers, The Facts of Life, and The Dukes of Hazzard.
I mean, real old.
Suits is our youngest one, but he's the youngest person on the show. Friends, The Office, and Family Guy. I've got the Jeffersons theme, Miami Vice, and Scooby-Doo. Okay, wow. All right.
I'm so mad. I wanted to switch one of my picks. I picked wrong.
I wish I would have done Full House. I don't know why that skipped my mind.
I wish I would have taken The Greatest American Hero.
I actually want to vote for Dennys.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, Growing Pains is so strong, though.
It's a good song.
Kevin,
Okay.
we are twisted over here.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, you go down the list. There's just so many great themes. A lot of them are older. You know, some of the newer ones, I know a lot of people in the chat room like, oh, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones.
Okay, let's sing it. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's not catchy.
Yeah.
It's
that's-
recognizable.
Right.
It sounds-
Narcos. You love Narcos.
Narcos, for some reason, turns me into just a
Yeah.
dancing queen.
I had that initially. I thought, oh, I love the Narcos theme, but I just don't think the show's big enough.
It's not.
You know, and these shows that we're all picking were when you didn't have so many options and so many platforms, and you were kind of forced into watching that. And these songs were burnt into your brain.
Yes.
The Narcos theme is not burned into anybody's brain.
And some of these shows, too, even when we got older, they had them on syndication.
Yeah,
They were on
right.
a lot, even when they were
True.
off the air.
Yeah, so even younger generations know. Oh, yeah, people letting us know the ones that we should have drafted that we did not on today's KVJ draft. So many great TV theme songs were left over we didn't get to. A lot of these are older shows, but All in the Family, Green Acres.
I mean, who texted that in? Or who wrote
Kevin's
that?
dad.
Yeah,
They want
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
They actually
too.
mailed it to us.
Green Acres is so
They don't do
old.
texting.
Oh, it's on a postcard.
Yeah. Gilligan's Island. Somebody said, why did nobody take that?
That's a good song. That is a gem.
That is a jam.
There's WKRP in Cincinnati.
Great jam.
Another jam, but so old.
I mean,
Laverne and Shirley.
Shimano.
Yeah. Family Ties. Nobody went
That is
with
a good
that.
song.
Love that song, but you're not going to win the tournament with that. But it's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
It's very gentle.
Okay.
It's a little slow.
And it's slow
It's very
and
gentle. You're
Yeah, it's
right.
very
You
That's a
love
good
it
word.
slow and gentle.
Happy Days didn't go. Three's Company didn't go.
Three's Company.
I know. Again.
Nobody went for that. Nobody went for some of the older ones still. Beverly Hillbillies, Addams Family, Flintstones. Those are all ones that could have gone. People were saying, why did nobody take the Simpsons theme?
The Simpsons
I have
is
it
good.
written. I
Yeah.
have it
Okay. Thought about it. Also, nobody took Sesame Street.
I had it written down, and we talked about that during that song that was playing, and we thought it might be too cute, try to be too clever. Oh,
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I kind of felt the
kids.
same way. SpongeBob SquarePants,
Oh, that's a good one. I should have put. That was one I forgot about.
Good call.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Anybody texting in Charles in Charge?
Nope.
What about Love Boat? Oh,
Love Boat.
Yes.
love
I'll be making another
That's a
run.
jam.
oh it's so good.
It is a
They
jam.
always had good.
Love
They went on for over a minute, a lot of these themes, where they even
Yeah.
had bridges in
Half
some
the
of the
show
songs.
was the theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would end. They'd do one scene. The show was over.
And with stars were stars. Like everybody got their moment.
They did.
Isaac's
They did.
pointing at the camera.
Even if they weren't that big of a player, they got their moment.
They got their moment, Kevin.
Other TV themes nobody took. You had some kid stuff like DuckTales.
Woo!
So a lot of kids ones I had written.
You always sing DuckTales.
I figured you were gonna pick that one.
Would you have
Yeah.
accepted My Little Pony? So sad and lonely.
No, it's not a TV theme.
Yeah, they had,
Is it a
they had their own
theme? Oh, they had a
cartoon.
TV
Old
show?
cartoon. Old cartoon.
Oh, okay. Oddly enough, I didn't watch that. Clearly somebody did.
Because you're a man.
Yeah. Clearly somebody else was watching My Little Pony.
Pony.
Yeah.
You're a Brody.
Phineas and Ferb, that's a newer one, but that's a great theme.
That is a great theme.
Some of the newer ones that people didn't go with, Saved by the Bell. Nobody went with that.
It's all right.
It's,
Yeah,
a,
it's
it's,
all right.
it's pretty
Okay.
wacky.
And
Yes.
the Sopranos theme. It's not overly catchy,
it's
but
all right.
it's newer.
It's like sexy, but it's also got a hint of murder in there.
Got myself a gun.
Okay. Great bass line, the old Sanford and Son theme.
Yes.
And how about even game shows? Nobody went Price is Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not feeling
Yeah.
it. All right. Yeah, all right. Well, you can go vote on the teams that we put out. It's on Facebook and Instagram. We'll find out tomorrow who had the best team. All right, you guys ready to laugh?
So ready.
Oh, yeah, baby. Time for producer Denny's joke jury. He's got the comedy. We give him the rating. What you got for us today, Dennys?
All right, first joke. And this theme is going to be Thanksgiving.
Oh, great.
We
We
love
love
Thanksgiving
themes.
on the horizon, right?
Love the
We
themes.
love a theme.
So they'll all have a tie to Thanksgiving. First joke. Why didn't the Native Americans have to wait for a table on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Why didn't they have to wait?
Because they already had reservations.
Oh, okay.
Historical comedy. I like
Okay.
it.
That's
Somebody came to play.
good. Yeah.
You got to roll, Denny's.
Second joke, like butter. Second joke.
That's a side one. That's free.
yeah.
That's free.
That's bonus.
That's crowd work.
What morning show does WRMF play on Thanksgiving?
What morning show does WRMF play on Thanksgiving? I don't know. Which one?
Gravy J.
Oh,
Gravy J.
Gravy J.
The Gravy J show.
Amazing.
Oh, we need to take that.
That's a thinker.
I would have listened to the Gravy
The
J.
Gravy J show. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's on fire today.
Third joke. What do you call Matt Damon and Ben Affleck picking out a squash?
Matt Damon and Ben.
I love the visual.
I don't know. What do you call him?
Gourdwill hunting.
Oh!
Josh, I'm in stitches.
Oh, man.
How does he do it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable today. Yeah.
All right, fourth joke. What does NSYNC do on Black Friday?
I don't know. What do they do on Black Friday?
Bye, 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 bye.
Oh,
B-U-I, B-U-I.
B-U-I, Kevin. You love that song.
I do love that song. I love that joke, too.
Oh, yeah. And final joke. What technique did the lonely chef accredit to keeping a turkey moist?
I don't know. What did he credit to keeping it moist?
His masturbating.
I love it.
Gotta say that clear.
Great.
Gobble, gobble.
Shock, paper, scissors. That is our adapted game from the old classic rock, paper, and scissors. We just throw a little shot collar into the mix and make it a little bit more fun. Okay, we've got just two people so far that have not gone. Jaybird's gone. Virginia's gone. I played last week. So we're going to draw out between Dennys and Suits, who is going to be our player this week to take on the show in rock, paper, scissors. Whenever they lose, they get shocked.
I have pulled out the name, and it is Suits.
Yeah, fresh meat.
Okay.
Fresh meat.
I just saw Suits by the bathroom. We peed together, but not together. And Suits was like, I got to go real quick in case I have to get shocked and I don't want to wet myself.
Yep.
Get in here,
it's a good
fresh fish.
plan. It's a good plan. Yeah, you don't want to wet yourself. But
You do not want to wet yourself on the radio.
Bad enough,
That's
I gotta
true.
get shocked.
Don't say that, Pumpkin. Go in with confidence. What if you beat everybody?
You're right. I'm gonna go 4 for 4.
All right.
Virginia is the only person that has not had to be shocked. She won all 4. Jaybird and myself won 2. 2 out of 4.
No one's shocked she didn't have to get shocked. No one is.
I know.
Because she's a witch. She has powers.
Yeah.
Which is going to witch?
They are.
Something about it.
It's rough.
Okay, Suits has got the shot collar strapped on now, and he's ready to go. All right.
Oh, yeah, you need the.
I'll give you the shocker because
you're going to give it to me?
Because you're evil.
Oh, I feel bad. I don't want to shock my Suits.
You give it to Virginia. She'll go easy. I feel like.
Give me that thing back.
Don't you touch that thing.
All right, we'll go round robin here in order. You can start with me, Suits. Round of rock, paper, scissors. Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it!
I went
what
scissors
did
and
Kevin-
paper.
Scissors and paper.
I
Suits.
First one?
Won the
The first one?
Oh, man.
Oh, this hurts me,
Jeez.
Suits. All right, in 3, 2, 1, bringing le pain.
Dance.
Ah, baby.
Stay in camera. Stay in frame.
Sorry, I danced the wrong way.
About
You
danced
danced
out the
right
door.
out the KVJ TV.
It's like I was shooting at your feet.
Cha-cha-cha.
That's it.
That's what
Just
it
a
feels like with this thing.
tap dance all the way home. That's how you get out of it. Okay, Virginia, you're up next. Shock,
Okay.
paper, scissors.
All right, ready?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, bam.
Damn it, she did scissors too.
Exact same thing.
Oh, same thing.
Suits keeps throwing paper, and everyone else keeps throwing scissors.
I didn't think she'd throw scissors again.
Suits, it's time to dance.
Oh, no. All right, dance to the right.
Three,
Stay in frame.
3, 2, 1. So sorry.
Dance.
Poor Suits. 2 in a row.
Oh, man,
heck is
I got a
going
bad
on
feeling about these next
Suits'
two.
head vibrates when
Yeah,
he
it does.
dances.
Oh, it goes through my whole body, that shock.
What did you throw?
I threw scissors.
I'm gonna throw scissors too.
Oh.
I'm throwing scissors.
He's going to try and play mind games with me now.
I am, but I'm really throwing scissors.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Jaybird threw scissors, so did Suits.
Dueling scissors.
He was legit.
Look at you, scissor sisters.
I'm still throwing scissors.
Sure you are.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Damn!
They
Still
both
throwing
threw
scissors.
scissors again.
Scissor sisters.
Suits, rock it, baby.
I'm letting you know I'm actually throwing paper this time.
Suits,
You're throwing
finish
paper.
him.
You're throwing
I'm
paper.
throwing
Finish
paper.
him,
Okay.
Suits.
And they both threw scissors again.
I thought he was going to throw paper.
He lies.
All right,
That's
this
what
is
he
it.
does.
Yeah, I am throwing scissors this time.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock!
Oh, he did throw scissors. Nice job, Suits.
All right, I got one.
Okay, 1-1. Okay. Will Suits have the worst record in shock, paper, scissors? If he beats Dennys, he ties with myself and Bird. If he loses, he will have the worst record so far, losing 3 of the 4. Okay, Dennys
Okay,
is
they're
standing
playing
there ready to go through,
through
the
the
window.
wall.
Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Oh, Suits won again.
Rock versus scissors. Suits goes 2 for 2.
Just
2
like
for
you,
4, I
Kev.
guess. Yeah, 2 wins, 2 losses.
Finish strong.
Okay.
That's fun.
All right, so Dennys goes next week. Is there any chance Dennys loses all of them?
Yes, there is a chance.
It's high probability.
There is high probability. All right, we'll have to wait and find out. Good idea or a bad idea? Dog phone. There's apparently a new phone for dogs that will let your pooch call you while you're at work or wherever you might be. Now, the dog phone is a sensor-hidden toy. Like, for instance, they have a ball, and when the dog goes up and shakes the ball, it will trigger a video call.
I love this so much. I think it's awesome. If I had that when Chewy was alive, I'd be able to see him when he was at the house. I think it's a great idea.
Can you imagine how many times people would be calling their dogs every single day? Or actually imagine how many times your dog would be calling you.
But he wants to play with the the ball. He doesn't necessarily want to talk to you.
But it's still a way of checking on your dog, though. It's a fun way.
And I think more intelligent breeds, you would be able to train them where they would know, hey, if I go and shake this thing, all of a sudden a
witch will start talking like a Virginia.
a video of my, I'll be able to see my owner and I can let them know what I want, like ding, 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 treats.
I love this idea.
Can you imagine how many times your dog would call you? Walk?
Sausages.
Right. Here is the owner of the dog phone talking about her device.
I think a lot of these devices are really important to give dogs choices or options to do things for enrichment reasons. They could use it to play music or to video call their human, like in this example. Dog phone is a device that allows a dog to video call their human. In the pet market at the moment, a lot of these technologies allow you to video call your dog, but really your dog has no control over this. No one really knows what a dog would do if they had control over a video call.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. The dog is giving consent.
Hello? Can I eat your slippers?
Rivero, I just ate the rofa.
Yeah. Honestly, my dog is she's just a dog. She's always in your face. I can only imagine. My dog would call 8,000 times in a day.
Tongue Coco.
Oh, yeah. Just nonstop.
And have nothing to say.
Nothing to say. You would just look and she'd be like, yeah, Coco, what you need?
I love it.
You've talked about Coco before, how she's not so smart.
She's maybe the dumbest dog I've ever met in my life. So dense. You just look into the eyes, and it's void of anything.
There's nothing there.
There's no thought going on whatsoever.
Your family got what they wanted, because when they got Coco, they were like, oh my gosh, we want a purse dog.
Yeah.
They got a purse dog.
Yeah. Not a lot upstairs, but Coco would call it nonstop. So I don't know. Could be the worst thing ever, or who knows? Some people actually might like the dog foam, but apparently that's going to be coming out, and you can get it, I'm sure, for not a cheap price. All right, we got our confessions rolling in here today. Always some intriguing things people will text to us. 877-979-WRMF. I think a lot of people take actually pride in their devious actions. I'm just saying.
It sounds like they're writing poetry over there with some of their evilness.
Oh, yes. It's very interesting what people will admit that they are doing. All these can be anonymous. In fact, I try to keep them anonymous to protect you. In fact, this one I would like to have a name behind it, because wouldn't we like to know? This confession that was texted into us said, I like to watch KVJ on YouTube so I can see Jaybird. I think he's pretty good looking, and I fantasize about it. Him meeting me and falling in love.
Okay.
Oh, what a confession.
Did she put a picture with it?
No,
Sexy
that's what I
email?
said. That's the only problem sometimes with these being anonymous is we just don't know who that could be. There could be a love connection waiting here, but sadly,
just never know.
Bird,
Never know.
Why don't you give her a little something extra on KVJ TV right
What do
now?
you think? A little bit of this?
Yeah.
A little bit of that?
Hurt her.
Oh, a little bit of
Oh, that's what you would. Yeah, that's what you
Did you just roll your body
try to.
Yeah.
like in the early 90s dance
I
move?
saw it in Magic Mike. I
Did you hurt
a
yourself?
little bit.
He's now injured.
And I'm easy trying to be sexy, Virginia.
I hope she appreciates that you gave it your all.
I did.
Yeah, he definitely put it all in there. All right, how about this one? This confession says, when booking movie tickets online, I always select children's price tickets. They never check.
Wow. They do check sometimes. That's a bold move, bruh.
I got shamed for buying children tickets at the movie, and this guy who was he must have been 113 years old, taking the tickets, called me out in front of everybody. It was embarrassing.
Oh, man.
It was.
Oh, that is tough.
People think you're shady, and you're like, no, I got hamburger hands.
I really did. I bought a kid's ticket on it. I didn't even know what I was doing.
I can see you do it.
I'm old school, man. I'd like to talk to the person, give me the ticket, and then leave me be. I don't like this
The
computer.
kiosk will trip up a man with hamburger
I
hands.
don't like kiosk stuff.
Somebody confessing here said, I've been hiding my smoking from my wife since we got together 8 years ago. I keep my suits at the office, and I sent out for dry cleaning and use the shower at work before I leave. That's why I turned down a new job. They had no shower and no wardrobe for my smoking clothes.
Wow.
That's a person that really loves smoking, huh?
They do, man. People that smoke cigarettes, it doesn't matter what floor they work in this building. If they go into the elevator, you can smell remnants of it.
So pungent.
For at least, I would say, 10 minutes.
Totally.
Yes. This confession says, I don't get along with my brother, and I don't like his girlfriend. I secretly feel happy that his daughter is hideously cross-eyed. Oh, my gosh.
Gosh, that's a little
Gosh.
strong, no?
Wow.
Dude,
Good Lord.
you got
Oh,
issues.
wow.
You might want to sit down and meditate.
Go get a
Dang.
therapist.
Somebody confessing here in the text, they said, I grew up in foster care, and I had never eaten a steak in my life. One day, a friend's family took me to dinner and said I could order anything I want. So I ordered a steak.
Aww.
After I told the waiter what I wanted, he said, well done. I was genuinely baffled, so after a brief pause, I said, thank you.
I get it, kid. It's all right.
Aww.
Well done.
He got it overcooked.
Well, he just didn't know. I think he was saying, well done, good job.
Someone else confessing here, saying, I split up with my ex-girlfriend 5 years ago. My hairdresser had met her and still asked about her. I thought it awkward to tell her that we broke up, so all this time I keep giving her fake updates about our non-existent life together.
Wow.
For 5 years, you've been, oh, yeah, she's doing great. Yeah, we went sailing the other day.
That's a lot.
That is. 5 years later.
Your life is it's not your life anymore.
No, it's not. You're just living a lie to your hairdresser. This confession says, at age 13, I attempted to copy Buffalo Bill's Mangina from Silence of the Lambs in front of my bedroom mirror, and I injured my right testicle. I was in agony for days and was limping and had to tell my parents I got hit by a football.
Everyone's done the Buffalo Bill, right?
Yeah, and pics or it didn't happen.
I mean, you did the Buffalo Bill, right, Kev?
Yeah,
I didn't. I'm just kidding.
Everybody's done it.
Everyone's done it.
If they say they haven't done it,
Ralston's
they're lying.
acting like he isn't tucked. He is tucked.
Ralston has done it.
Totally.
That goofy guy.
Oh, yeah.
The old Ralston
The old
tuck.
Ralston
you
tucks.
know, the old fruit basket.
The new Ralston wouldn't do
yeah.
that. But back in the day,
The new Ralston's
yes.
classier.
Of course.
This confession said, I was a bit stoned when I took the dog for a walk and I accidentally put his poop in the mailbox instead of in the garbage can next to the mailbox.
Things like that can happen.
Mama's going to be like, what the heck, man?
Why?
Yeah. This confession says, I was 12 when I Want to Break Free was released by Queen. When I saw the video, I didn't realize that the hot blonde in the school uniform was actually the drummer. Every time I see Roger Taylor on TV now, it reminds me of a few teenage tug sessions I accidentally had to a man.
They were pretty disappointed how that song did not do as well in the States as it did over there in England, and that is one of my all-time favorite Queen songs. I love that song.
Right.
But that back in the day, that song was considered controversial. MTV didn't want to play it.
Oh,
Because
really?
they're all dressed as women.
Ah.
Yeah, and they thought it was Freddie Mercury's idea, and it was Roger Taylor's idea.
Wow, and apparently he's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, how conflicted that is. Let me see. Oh, boy. This confession here by text says, I accidentally walked in on my mother-in-law taking a dump.
Oh, that is rough.
Now I can't get the image or the smell out of my mind. It's even put me off having sex with my own wife. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get over this image.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
You
what
gotta
do you
pull
do?
yourself together, but thank you for telling your story.
Wow. Somebody said, I have to confess, I probably don't push the little stick far enough up my nose when I do a COVID test. Yeah, I always wonder that because you do have to assume everybody's giving that test to themselves the right way. And I'm kind of confused because my son Cannon, he seems to have to get a weekly COVID test because somebody in his school gets it or something goes on. And sometimes he goes and says they just lightly swab the inside of his nose. But then the last time I took him about a week ago, he said, nah, they did the brain tickler.
Yeah, I will say I had 4 COVID tests, and every one of them was slightly different.
Yeah.
Just on how they...
Like
How
everything with
deep.
COVID.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything with COVID. Every experience and every time you do it, it's different.
Well, how angry is the girl giving you the test?
Yes.
A lot of times that's been it for me. Like if they're really impatient and they want to get you in and get out of there, they just shove it up there really fast.
I felt like I had a little confusion on where I was driving, and she was kind of annoyed, and I think she jammed me harder.
The last one I got, she was so sweet and so gentle, and she was so kind. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think she went far enough up there. But
you don't
she
wanna
was-
tell her.
No, I'm not going to tell her how to do her job. I think she was just being kind to me, but in a way, shortchanged me.
Yeah. Makes you wonder about all those results we get back.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Virginia. Somebody texted in, they said, on I-95, I always find and follow a driver who zips around other cars like I do. It's kind of like we're 2 Top Gun pilots. And when they exit, I always salute to them and say, you can be my wingman anytime.
I do weird things like that when I drive. I don't like, I have anxiety driving over bridges. So what I do, I visualize that I'm in an X-Wing from Star Wars, and then I turn on the buttons on my steering wheel.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're going in there, and you're going to blow up that
Then
Death
you're
Star.
shooting cars in front of you.
Just to kind of get to not remember that you're driving over a bridge. Don't look around. What, Tom?
Close your eyes.
Do not close your eyes.
You're driving over a bridge.
Use
Don't
the force.
look.
Use the force. Bird, use the force.
All of a sudden you see
Bird.
Jaber's Jeep just going right off the bridge.
Hope you can swim.
gonna
Bird,
close
the
my
bridge
eyes.
is going up.
I'll let the
Bird, the
force-
bridge is going. He's like, in his mind, he's thinking, this bridge is steeper than I remember.
May the force be with me.
That's tough. That's tough.
You should get a driver.
Oh, man. This confession text into us says, when I come into the office every day, I smile and say, well, I've had my morning vodka, so let's get started. All my coworkers laugh, and they think I'm amusing. I'm not joking.
That's good because you're not lying.
You're
Yeah.
not lying.
Don't live a lie. Be you.
Oh, man. This says, I fart loud enough at night to purposely wake up my wife.
Wow. That's diabolical.
Take a day of revenge, huh? This text says, my wife is legitimately mad at me because I cried at the end of the last James Bond movie, but didn't cry when her mom died.
Oh.
It's weird how things hit certain people.
Is this the explanation? What do you say to your wife? You didn't even cry when my mom died.
You cried over James Bond.
Well, I mean, and I don't think I ever saw her cry when my mom passed away, but I did see her cry when someone brought free Italian food to the service. Free Parmesan! Oh my gosh! She got
That got her to
emotional
tears.
from Parmesan.
That's right. Andy the alien showed up with a bunch of catering platters, and she cried.
Death doesn't bring her to tears, but food does.
Hot rolls! Oh my gosh! It's beautiful.
I think she knew how
It's
happy your
beautiful.
mom would have
Oh, yeah.
been.
My mom was sad about but the food just really brought out the waterworks.
And this text here says, after my first Zoom meeting, everybody had said their goodbyes, and I loudly proclaimed to myself, for F's sakes, that was boring.
Uh-oh.
Of course, no one, including myself, had logged out yet. Yeah, boy, those early lessons of Zoom meetings. Oh, man. Fascinating little confessions that people are posting up here today. Somebody said, I have a fake Facebook that's disguised as an old man that I used to troll old conservatives that don't know how to handle a millennial troll. Okay. Sounds like a sport.
It's a lot of work, though.
It is a lot of
Just
work.
really think about what you're doing.
What are you getting out of it
What?
other than you? I don't know.
You're spreading negativity, and then therefore karmic negativity may be coming back to you. You can flip this script.
To each their own. But
You got to make sure you're still laughing and enjoying it. If you are, then great. But if it's making you dark, really think about it.
This text message says, I'm happily married, but I still have an extra Instagram account that I now use to follow my ex-wife's account. I've even commented back and forth with her and several of his friends and family members and compare my life to theirs. This is pathetic and weird, I know.
so you don't sound like a serial killer, but you kind of have like the same type of tendencies where you're hiding, manipulating,
Fake account.
faking. You're going after the family. It's odd.
This says, my wife doesn't know that two of my closest female friends are actually both my ex-girlfriends. We've hooked up intermittently over the past 3 years.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's not good for the guys who are out there going, no, she's only a friend. So many women are hearing this and be like, yeah. Yeah, you're just friends.
Yeah, we're just
Right.
friends giving each other massages at the bar. We're just friends. Stop being so insecure.
Who? You can't get a foot rub at the bar anymore?
I mean, I was only moaning because it felt great. What's the problem with that?
Somebody confessing, I always cry in the kitchen reveals on HGTV, but when I lost 4 family members within the last 8 months, I didn't cry at one of their funerals. I feel like an evil person.
Again, you never know what's going to make you cry. Some people don't cry in death. Doesn't mean they're not sad. Doesn't mean they're not mourning.
Yeah. Okay. And another one of these, I got to confess, I find Virginia's voice so hot. I don't know why. It just does it for me. She's my celebrity crush.
Signed, Jaybird.
I'm signed to Panda. Although I don't know if he's listening anymore.
All right, well, thank you for all of these submissions with your confessions. We'll bring it back next week. The ones we didn't get to, we'll have then as well. 877-979-WRMF.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Now, this is just one of those stories that is custom made for what we want in the Whacked Out News. Of course, it comes from Florida. And it's one of these squirrely Floridians, Florida man here, 33-year-old John Miller of Milton, was caught, quote-unquote, humping a dog.
Oh, boy.
And when the owner confronted him, Miller attacked him. Miller went at the owner, punched him in the head and upper body, leaving red marks and cuts. The victim also said Miller grabbed a knife and threatened to kill him, leaving him in fear for his and his mother's life.
What a mess.
So the guy humped the dog and then he attacked the owner of the dog?
Yes, I believe so, when he tried to break it up.
That's a rough day, y'all.
Wow.
Jail time. Lock him up in a kennel.
Oh, if I'm the judge, he gets 20 to 30 years in a kennel.
In a kennel,
In a kennel, yep.
Miller then destroyed items in the house and the garage door. He's charged with domestic violence, battery, domestic violence, aggravated assault, and criminal mischief. And he's in the Santa Rosa County Jail right now on a $7,000 bond. Now, I don't set bonds, but that seems too low.
Whoa.
That's way too low.
Right?
I don't know.
What else does he have to do?
I mean, only $7,000 on this guy?
Why?
$7,000? Really?
He's obviously dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel like he's messed up enough he needs to sit down and think about what he's done for a minute.
A judge, obviously not a dog lover.
I mean, humping your dog, you don't get that out of your mind ever.
Yeah. No, it's going to stay with you. Well, an Okaloosa County, Florida woman fired a stun gun at her estranged husband's alleged new girlfriend. 48-year-old Christine Webster banged on the woman's door and then shot a dart right into the other woman's chest and throat.
Dang!
The victim said the shots caused her to fall back and have a seizure triggered by her epilepsy. Oh, goodness.
Good Lord.
Oh, that's pretty insane, huh? Can you imagine you should open up your door and somebody...
It's a pretty intense whacked out news today.
I know.
Stun gun on you?
You're bringing the heat, Kevin.
I told you. It's a great Florida day as well. This from Sumter County. A 59-year-old woman named Susan Mae Shepard got arrested on Halloween for a DUI. They threw her in the holding cell at the jail, which she didn't like because she said it was scary. Well, it's Halloween, right? Works out. So, old Susan decided to remove the metal wiring from her bra and use it to make numerous scrape marks into the glass on the bottom of the door. She had this master plan that she was going to break out of jail by scratching away at the glass enough to make an opening that she could crawl out of.
Okay, it's going to be a lot of scratching.
Did it work?
Now, realistically, this would have taken her probably about 35 years. Amazingly, they caught her before she made any real significant progress. And on top of it, that stunt added a couple more charges, including felony criminal mischief and also another attempt to escape.
She drunk.
Now, she's currently free on $10,500 bond.
Doesn't seem right.
She had a DUI. The other guy humped the dog and then beat its owner and went after his mom.
With a
There's
knife.
a knife involved.
His
A
is
knife.
$7,000. Why? Who's setting these bonds?
It's not right.
It
It's-
doesn't feel right.
Kooky court.
It really is. What are we doing, Florida? A lawyer in Pittsburgh who once made an ad that said that he can, quote, think like a criminal, just admitted in court that he actually is a criminal. He got caught selling and distributing hundreds of pounds of marijuana and is now facing at least 5 years in prison.
You don't tell the judge, I think like a criminal.
Well, that was his ad. His whole campaign as a lawyer is, you want me because I can think like a criminal.
Dude.
That's awesome.
There's a new bill introduced in New York State that would make it harder for prosecutors to use a rapper's lyrics against them in court. They've done this before where they've talked about murder and things like that, and then what do you know? They're up on a murder charge and they're like, just play the tape. And they're rapping about murder. Well, now in New York State, they're saying, you know, hey, look, art is creative expression, not a blueprint of criminal plans. It's time to end the egregious bias.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
But if I do a song called I'm Gonna Murder Virginia and then she dies the next day,
Yeah.
I should be suspect a little bit.
But oddly enough, you couldn't use that in court in New York State.
You're right.
Be like, wait, that's inadmissible? That's art. What? Boy, this is some crazy stuff here. The FTC recently banned click to subscribe, call to cancel practices in all 50 states. I love that. That's so annoying. You know, you just accidentally, you subscribe to something, you don't think it's going to be that bad, and then you have to try to call to cancel, and
Yes.
they give you the runaround and make it so difficult. You say, screw it, I'll just pay the $19 a month.
Yeah, my gym.
That is now illegal in every state in America. Can't do that anymore.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it.
If anybody does that, report them to the Federal Trade Commission.
I hate talking to the feds. I feel like they're going to ask me questions.
You'd rather talk to the person who just did the click to subscribe? Well, TikTok users may be eligible for a share of $92 million.
Oh, how can I get my piece? I'm always on TikTok.
It's a class action settlement. It stems from 21 separate lawsuits accusing TikTok of violating federal and state law by collecting and using the personal data of users without sufficient notice and consent. Now, I believe TikTok is saying, we just want to avoid the court battle. We don't claim that we did this. If you would like your money, just go to TikTokDataPrivacySettlement.com. Now, here's the deal. It's $92 million, and with an estimated 89 million TikTok users, they say likely most plaintiffs will get about 96 cents after attorney's fees are deducted. Yeah, so there you go. That's the good and bad news.
Might not be worth it.
No, probably not.
But how many people are going to apply for the money?
That's the question. Yeah, if everybody does, you're not getting much.
Everybody doesn't apply. That's the rule of class action. Yeah.
There's another dude that got in trouble. North Carolina man was charged with insurance fraud after officials say he faked an image to show that there was a hair in his McDonald's burger.
How can they prove that?
Somehow, I guess they looked at the image and they figured out that it was. They can also take the hair and run DNA samples too. So they may have run a DNA sample and be like, "This is your hair, dude."
And why is it curly?
Yeah. The man was also charged with felony attempting to obtain property by false pretense, so it kind of backfired on him.
Yeah, man. It's a weird thing. People are trying to fake that, Virginia, where they're, I can't believe there's a glove in my burger. It's,
We see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The CEO of a record company in Chicago was fired after he and his wife set up hidden cameras inside their home to capture nude video and pictures of their children's nannies.
What?
Yeah, the label that he co-founded is called Audio Tree, and they booted him out of the CEO position. The two women claim in the civil suit that the couple secretly videotaped him undressing and bathing using spy cameras. The lawsuit was filed after one found a camera hidden inside a picture frame aimed at the bathtub. She then searched the house and found two other hidden cameras, one in a bathroom and the other in a bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah, creepy, huh?
So creepy. You never know, because they can hide them so good now.
Yeah.
It can be like in the face of a clock, and you would never think.
Yep. Crazy stuff. And an interesting business approach here. There's a couple in Texas say that they make $350,000 a year by selling the wife's explicit photos and videos on OnlyFans. The mom is 38, the husband's 41, and they launched Texas Thighs to make more money for the family. Now, apparently some family members and friends have cut them off because of her new career, but she insists that leaning into her sexual side doesn't make her a bad mom. Instead, it helps her set an example of empowerment and strength. And she also added that the family's flourishing, and with their newfound fame, they've been on more vacations this time than all of our years together combined.
Different strokes, different folks. Just remember, when you put something out in public, you're going to get comments.
Yeah, and your family is not all going to understand, but at the end of the day, you got to do you.
Yeah. In fact, one of the confessions...
And do you on
yeah,
you.
Do you.
Yeah. You porn.
That would make good money.
Well, people are hearing about this money and they're doing stuff. We actually got a confession a couple minutes ago. Somebody said, I'm getting my friend that's a girl to take OnlyFans pictures with me tonight, and we're going to split the profits.
Is it a dude that's doing it?
Sounds like it, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's the only problem with Anonymous. Is it two girls or is it a dude with his...
Sign Sleazy Steve.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if everybody's an adult and everybody's consenting, it's cool.
Of course.
Just make sure that, if you're the star of this photo shoot and he's just there, you're getting more of the money, girl.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
What do? You're taking a picture and you get split it? We're painting a scenario. We don't know if it's true or not. We're assuming it's a dude that's just filming her and getting half the money.
Most of the people that go to OnlyFans ain't looking for dong.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Girls are more popular on OnlyFans.
Really?
They are.
Virginia's got another Virginia stat
Yeah,
here.
they definitely are.
I love how she just pulls things out of her witch butt like she really knows.
That would do well on OnlyFans if I pulled things out of my butt.
Like a magic trick?
I mean, she's kidding, but the numbers would be great. It'd be big.
Do you want half my money?
I want to have at least half. It was my idea.
We're able to solve a little bit of a mystery. We had gotten the confession a minute ago from somebody saying, hey, a girlfriend of mine, a friend that's a girl, we're going to be doing OnlyFans together tonight, and we're going to split the profits. Just found out it's a girl that had texted that in.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We like this better.
We're into this.
Okay.
We don't want no sausage in there trying to take her money.
Well, Virginia made the statement, too, that it's basically just chicks. That's what does really well on OnlyFans. Go figure. There's a lot of people saying Virginia doesn't know what she's talking about.
I've actually
doesn't.
never been on OnlyFans.
But she was so confident.
Oh, I know.
Kevin.
Yeah. That's how she does. Sweeping declarations of things she knows nothing about.
I know nothing, but it doesn't stop me.
Yes, OnlyFans apparently has a very huge gay portion on there. Buster said there are some popular guys on OnlyFans, but women still are the top of the ranks, and the guys charge just as much as the women.
That's what I said. I said the girls are the most popular.
You didn't.
Bird?
Show over.
Not yet. Still got a little bit more time left to go. All right, we got 2 truths and a lie here.
All right.
You're going to hear 3 stories. 2 of them will be truthful. 1 will be a complete fabrication. Okay, we'll start off here with Suits today to hear his story first. Suits, what is your story?
So have you guys ever actually served on a jury before?
No.
So I had that actually happen where I got selected for the jury once on a criminal trial. And I just thought it was really interesting how the process worked when we were behind the scenes. We had one of those situations where everybody was in agreement with the exception of one of the jurors. And they were steadfast. They would not change their verdict. And it was this fight back and forth. And we were getting close to the end of the day, but I thought this was really messed up as we got to the end of this trial. The bailiff came in and said that we would have to come back the next day because we had not reached a verdict. And this one holdout was like, well, F that, and changed their verdict just so they could go home and go to sleep. And that completely decided the outcome of this guy's trial because she did not feel like coming back the next day. Switch the verdict on him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I bet that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I bet it does.
Yeah. We've had that discussion before. Would America be better off getting professional jurors?
Well, when you watch that special, that Miami one about the juror corruption
Yeah.
in that trial,
Right, yeah.
the drug lords, I was like, oh my gosh.
And that's the biggest knock about having professional jurors because especially you have a high profile case like that, especially dealing with cartels, either one can threaten that professional juror or they can pay them off. And then what would justice be at that point, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I like it, Suits. You got him talking. You
Yeah.
got him thinking.
Okay, that's interesting, though. Okay, is that a truthful story, though? Maybe that's a complete lie. All right, Bird, what is your story today?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Nice.
All right. Putting on some glasses,
For
sunglasses.
the radio, perfect.
John wants to see his eyes. He's
Yeah,
trying to be
like a poker
deceptive,
player.
which means he's about to lie, Virginia.
Oh, he's such a liar.
Taking him off.
Yep.
So y'all remember that club I was talking about, Flirts? Back in the
Yes.
day,
Yeah.
it was the only place I could go. I was 18 at the time. I didn't drink. I was such a goody-goody two-shoes, and I was still in high school. So Bigfoot's brother worked at Flirts at the time.
Okay.
So I go into the bathroom. It's so crowded. It's during like a spring break kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And there are people doing cocaine in the bathroom. That freaked out a very, very innocent Jaybird.
If you're not even drinking and you see that, you're like, whoa.
I didn't. The alcohol is the devil, so cocaine. I only saw it in the movies.
Where am I?
So I freak out. I go to the bartender, who I know, who's one of Bigfoot's friends as well, and I go, "Oh my gosh, they're doing cocaine in there." He gets the security involved. They go in there. The whole, long story short, it ends in a arrest with one of the people in the bathroom. So,
Oh, wow.
innocent Jaybird sent somebody to the slammer when I wasn't really a rat. I wasn't trying to make them go
You're
to
a
jail.
rat.
I didn't mean to. It wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't the goal.
Okay.
But cocaine freaked me out.
Okay. All
I
right.
hope that's a lie. I didn't know you were a rat.
It was an accidental rat, Virginia.
All right, Dennys, let's hear what your story is.
So when I was younger, my father taught my brother and I how to fish. So we went down to the Keys, and what we would do is we'd set out lines, right? You just leave them, and if you see the line moving, you pick up the rod and reel them in. So we'd set up like 3 or 4 lines.
Okay.
And my dad took a business call. When me and my brother are young, and we heard to catch barracuda, they like shiny things. So we were sitting there, and that was always what we were trying to catch, tarpons, barracudas. We were sitting there, we saw a barracuda up by the shore, so I told my brother, hey, get something shiny, and I reel in one of the lines so we could try to catch it while my dad's gone to surprise him.
Okay.
Well, he comes back, it was... My dad's on his keychain, he had like a BMW emblem, and it was very shiny. So we attached it, and we launched it out there. Tried to get the barracuda. It got off. It broke the line. My dad came back. He saw us fighting. He's like, oh, my God, what'd you guys catch? You know, excited and stuff. We end up doing our fishing trip, and we go to get the car, and we didn't realize that my brother had grabbed my dad's car keys, and we casted it out trying to catch a barracuda. So when my dad found out, he was super duper pissed, and we had to get our car towed.
Oh, man.
Kids being kids.
Kids being kids.
Did you catch the barracuda or it got
We
away?
got away.
Oh.
Barracuda's
So
just
barracudas
laughing.
will snap your lines
Yes.
so easy. They're
Oh,
so hard
really?
to catch. You got to use like
Damn.
that filament string.
They like the shiny stuff.
They like the shiny stuff. That's what they always teach you
Oh,
to
they
do.
love eating BMW emblems.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. So 3 stories. Suits about jury duty, and somebody flipped because they didn't want to come back an extra day. Jaybird was an accidental narc. Somebody got arrested for cocaine that he had seen in the bathroom. Or Dennys, who cast out dad's keys trying to catch a barracuda. All right. Who do you think is telling a lie? Any thoughts, Virginia? Who the liar might be?
Gosh, I really hope it's Jaybird because nobody likes a narc.
Okay.
He put on his glasses, but then he took them off.
Okay.
Man, Bird, you're in my head. What do you think, Ralston?
I'm going Jaybird.
You're going Jaybird.
Yeah, going Jaybird on that. In fact, the chat room on KVJ TV, they're going Jaybird right now. 48% of the votes are that Jaybird is the liar.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Everybody knows it was loud and flirts. Like, how do you tell the bartender that?
Who is our liar? Is it Suits? Is it Jaybird? Is it Dennys? Suits told us that he was on a jury one time. There's one person who was a holdout. And they came in and said, well, since that person's holding out, you got to come back tomorrow. And that person's like, I'm not coming back. All right, I flipped my whole vote. I'm going the other way. Is that a true story or not? Jaybird ran into somebody doing cocaine at Flirts back in the 90s and apparently told somebody else, and the cops wound up arresting him. Is Jaybird an accidental narc? And Dennys, trying to fish for barracuda, found something shiny and wound up casting his dad's keys into the water. They had to have the car towed as a result. Okay, who is the person that is telling a lie here today? The chat room right now is settling on Jaybird as the favorite at 46%. Then it goes Suits at 30% and Dennys at 24%. Virginia, who you going with officially?
Officially, I'm sticking with Jaybird. I don't feel good about it. I'm not super confident, but that's my vote.
Were all the stories at least believable?
Yeah, I mean, they were all believable, but I just don't want to believe you're a rat, bruh.
Again, dog, accidental rat. Didn't know that was not the goal.
Rats be getting rats. That's it. You can't be an accidental rat. You're a rat or you're not a rat.
I'm firmly landing on Bird myself.
Firmly.
Firmly.
Wow, with
Yeah,
confidence.
With confidence.
Are you kind of mad at him too for ratting?
Oh, I'm going to kick his ass later. No. I don't think he would ever do that. Intentionally or unintentionally. That's why Bird is the liar. Who is the actual liar here? Confess.
Bird's the liar.
Yeah,
It was clean sweep. You and the audience got it.
Bird
Yeah.
won't rat.
Good job,
Yeah,
boys.
baby.
Good
That's
job.
right. We know our Bird.
I know rat.
Hey, no rat.
That was a good one though. You had me twisted.
I would say though, if I was 18, I saw cocaine, it would have freaked me out. I
sure.
did not drink at all in high school.
Yeah. Okay. Got one OnlyFans story after another here today.
I love it. I'm fascinated by regular people that do this, and then like they make money, they go on vacations.
Well,
like,
you do say regular, but I will tell you, I saw the photo of the couple that was doing it, and she's hot. You know, it's not. Like, you can't say just any old person be like, hey, let's just do this. She's got the look. She looks like a model.
And Nate's got a great point. He says if you're doing OnlyFans, it's probably like a real job to be successful. You have to keep working, making content, building a following.
Yeah.
Nobody does it for one video as a job.
Yeah.
And he's right. You have to build up a following.
Yeah. Yeah, but she was clearing almost $400,000 a year, this couple. Her husband's into it. She's 38. He's 41. They said it's been great, having vacations. We got another listener. Her and her girlfriend are going to be doing OnlyFans and splitting the profits. They just decided on that, making it a career. So, I think these kind of things break down the barriers of people that have hesitations about taking photos or videos in the bedroom and these kind of things. It changes, I guess, our perception of it. And we got an email that just popped in here. It said, yeah, so I'm getting pressure from my girlfriend. She wants to film us getting it on.
Is this a guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am not at all into this. I told her that I wasn't feeling it, and she got very disappointed. Look, I don't want to come off lame. I don't want her to be upset with me, but do I need to suck it up and just film us?
No.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable, but I know doing things that make you uncomfortable in a relationship are important. I was just seeing if you guys think this is a terrible idea.
This is different.
This is different, yeah.
We're talking about going on film.
Yeah.
That some people just don't jive with that, and I understand why.
Yes. If anybody in the equation, guy or girl, is not comfortable being filmed, you can't do it. And the person that's pressuring you into trying to do it is not being #cool.
She needs to get with somebody who likes to be in front of the camera. Little camera hog.
Birds available. That's right.
Camera hog. He wants to put his hog on camera.
No, I do. I actually don't. To be quite honest with you.
I do not pick up my phone if it's a number I don't recognize. It's never anything good when I pick it up. It's not like, oh, hey, would you like $1,000? No, it's nothing like that. And if they do say that, it's because it's a scam. So I'm just not even doing it. And 68% of Americans say that, yeah, they rarely or never answer their phone if it's a number that they don't know. So what we've been doing is we've been taking the numbers of people that have been texting into our show. So they're active KVJ listeners, and we're trying to see if they'll pick up if we call them. And we've been offering up these tickets, a 4-pack, for Mission Save Christmas featuring Elf. It is for the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center with ice tubing, ice bumper cars, live shows, iconic films, and gingerbread decorating.
And they do it right at Gaylord.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely. It's a big deal. So we're going to be calling up some numbers here. Let's see if we can get a hold of somebody to give them a 4-pack of tickets. Let's start with a 954 number here. Okay, let's see if we can get somebody. Okay, here we go. You think we're going to get better odds now?
I do.
Yes.
I think the awareness.
We believe.
Okay. Okay.
They just texted not too long ago?
Sometime in the show today. I'm grabbing random numbers. Yeah, try to keep it fair.
Okay.
Random numbers. Yeah, so as of today, they were listening to the show.
Grilling Kevin like a judge.
No, I'm asking because people want to know what.
Yeah,
what
that's who I'm choosing.
What are you like?
Yeah.
Please leave your message.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang it, man.
That's an 0 for 1.
dang.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 954 didn't go. Let's try a number here from the 772.
Okay.
When you see the numbers, can you see the names? It's just numbers.
Just numbers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, for the most part. Some people have their names dialed in, but these are just the numbers that I have. So I don't know anything about this person other than their number. I know they're coming from the 772 area code here. Let's see if they pick up for 4-pack of tickets to Gaylord.
Get to that third ring.
Yeah, I know. You start to doubt it, right?
I'm doubting right now.
Yeah.
3 rings. I mean.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, this is a KVJ Show. Can we put you on the radio?
Yes, you can.
Who are we speaking with?
Kim?
Would you like to go to Gaylord to check out Elf?
I would love to.
Yeah! Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay. We got somebody pretty quick. All right, you got a 4-pack of these tickets. Check out Mission Save Christmas featuring Elf. What did the number come up on your phone? It doesn't come up KVJ Show or anything like that, does it?
No, it's a 561 number.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's why people aren't
They've already
answering.
answered.
We're flying undercover. I like it.
For once, there is actually a good reason to pick up a number you don't know. Congratulations, and Dennys will get all your information to you, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, you are so welcome.
I'm not winning a damn thing, and I love this game.
It's fun.
It's
It's
so
fun, yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Yes. All right, that's Mission Save Christmas featuring Elf, an all-new multi-sensory experience where guests journey into Buddy the Elf's world to help save the holiday. A Gaylord Hotels exclusive. November 19th through January 2nd. Visit christmas@gaylordpalms.com. Had a fun KVJ draft today. It was the best TV themes. Jaybird got the overall #1 pick. His team of 3, he chose out the Golden Girls, Growing Pains, and the Brady Bunch themes.
I just don't know, Virginia.
I don't know either. This is a tricky one.
Dennys went with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Different Strokes, and Full House. Virginia went with Cheers, Facts of Life, and the Dukes of Hazzard.
I mean, we are old AF.
Well, we talked about this topic not long ago, the best TV themes from the last 10 years. And a lot of them are instrumentals.
You're right.
Game of Thrones, Stranger Things.
Narcos.
Yeah, well, they've got lyrics in that one.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, it's in Spanish.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
What is it saying?
I don't know. I feel it. When I hear it, I can let you know. I can't tell you right. It's not playing, but when it's playing, I'll let you know what they're saying.
I
You can
love
translate.
cocaine and murder.
He can translate.
Suits went with Friends, The Office, and Family Guy, and I chose The Jeffersons theme, Miami Vice, and Scooby-Doo. So we'll find out tomorrow, just about 7:40, who got the most votes for their team of 3. It's on Facebook and Instagram on our pages. You can go and cast your votes today.
Everyone's got a banger on their list.
Yeah. In fact, I was thinking tomorrow, you get to choose out we'll play everybody's top pick.
Okay, I love
They
it.
have, yeah. So it would take forever if we played 15 TV themes. We can do at least one from each list.
Okay.
Or maybe a montage.
Friday show. Sounds like there's singing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Winner gets all 3 of theirs played.
What would you rather have, a montage or just one from each list?
I like the idea of just one because I feel like we can attack it and sing it.
Sing the whole thing.
And have
Okay.
a moment together.
All right.
Yeah,
All
most
right.
singable. Okay, most singable. We'll play those. So we'll play some TV themes tomorrow as well. One theme that is great, but nobody chose, and probably it's a good thing because it could get you canceled. Sunny days, sleeping the clouds away. You know what that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sesame
Sesame.
Street.
To where the air is. Sesame Street. It's under fire now. They had just released their latest Muppet. It's of Asian American descent. And some conservatives are in an uproar. Like this guy, Matt Schlapp, who's the president of the influential Conservative Political Action Conference.
What is Schlapp so mad about?
Schlapp is upset because he thinks that Sesame Street is getting a little too woke. He said that the Muppets are now propaganda mouthpieces. And he said, why do they have to cram this race down our throat? What race is Ernie or Bert? In fact, he's threatening PBS to say, we may just stop funding you. You could be canceled.
I also heard they were mad because they had Big Bird get vaccinated.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they had Big Bird doing that not long after the CDC approved the shot for kids age 5 to 11. They said this is an agenda. So they were very upset about that.
Why the hell would Big Bird get vaccinated for COVID before he got vaccinated for bird flu?
And also,
Right.
can we get Snuffy some help? He seems down.
Yeah, that could be mental health. They had Mental Health Awareness Day. You would think maybe somebody would talk to Snuffy about his low moods that he has.
Let's worry about it. I'm worried about Snuffy.
If anybody needs a little Prozac.
Snuffy just needs someone to talk to. Big Bird's very self-absorbed.
Yes. So he's threatening to defund. Now, PBS does receive some public funding, but they also get significant revenues from private donations and grants. So I don't know that he would be able to necessarily cancel PBS. And it's really nothing new for Sesame Street. Believe it or not, this isn't just our new crazy environment. Sesame Street has been under fire really since the 1970s when it came out. In fact, in its earliest days, PBS was accused of liberal bias by President Richard Nixon during his presidency. So they've been firing at this for a while.
Big Bird is a crook.
Yes. Yeah, I know they've always had big Spanish themes on there.
Yeah, they've honestly, they have always done cultural things on Sesame Street. When I was a little kid, they did teach. They just did.
They did. They've been about inclusion for a while.
And Sesame Street says, look, we're not all of a sudden flipping to some woke liberal agenda. The show has long been used to promote messages about health, respect, and inclusion.
Here's the difference. We did not have social media letting us know that, they did talk about stuff like that. It really hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's their defense.
Big Bird's canceled.
Someone's going to be mad at me too, Virginia. And I don't give a Big Bird.
Gonna have that Jonas Brothers roast on Netflix on Tuesday. They just released another promo, so you can check that out. I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
Them roasting each other. Brothers know the dirt on brothers. I would watch that.
What I saw, because I saw the first promo they had for it, and they had the three Jonas Brothers there, and then they had other people roasting all three of them.
Yeah, I think they have comedians there too.
Okay.
And the only thing about it was Kevin was so awkwardly, because, when you're getting roasted, you try to be like, this doesn't bother me. He was kind of laughing too much that it made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Overcompensating for the.
It was like, I love this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I totally am the ugliest one of the bunch. Yeah.
And he's
the Jonas that needs to turn it down.
He's crying when he's in the hotel room.
Right. It's almost,
He cries in the shower in the fetal position.
They are Jonas tears, and they are real.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's going to be great. We'll see.
If you don't think it doesn't bother some of these celebrities, it actually does. Sarah Silverman went on record saying that Jonah Hill's comments hurt her feelings.
Sure,
because he called her old. Meanwhile, she was so mean to everybody.
Oh, I know, yeah. That's what happens, baby.
We can dish it out.
Yeah.
We just can't take it.
Welcome to it. Coming up, we got an After the Show podcast. Going to be live on YouTube. You can get it on our podcast apps as well. Before we get to it, Jay Bird is going to take us away with his thought for the day.
Yes. Sometimes sitting and doing nothing is the best something you can do. Put on pause for a minute, Mama. Take in the world.
That's totally the Slackers anthem.
You just came up with that, didn't you?
My other thought definitely was on a different page and it got knocked off the internet.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.